Yeah.
But just to go back on the point you said about Bruce and Gunston, I disagree. I can't see them leaving. They've been in trade rumors for the past 4 years and nothing ever happens.
Mm.
But don't get me wrong, if Bruce gets traded, especially Bruce, whoever gets him, I cannot put into words how big of a pickup Luke Bruce would be. He is a gun, and I think people don't understand, just he's one of the best kicks ever in the whole of AFL. He's one of the best kicks of goal. He's by far, I think, looking at the stats, he's top 10. Well, he is
Mm.
phenomenal. He's
Yeah.
such a good kick at goal. He and he's still as good, and he's a great mark. Whatever team gets him, you will not be able to put into words how good of a pickup that would be. Um, yes, there's a chance he goes. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
I think, I think they will be shopping around O'Meara. I do see that happening. I just can't see Gunston or Bruce being traded. I've said it every year as well. I've said,
Mm.
I did think Gunston might be traded last year, but it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
I can't see those two being traded.
I agree with the Bruce thing. I think he'll somehow stick around. Unless Clarko goes, I want him, then he'll 100% get to North, I think. The Gunston one, though, I will say I think Gunston is on the move this offseason. There have been way too many reports that Brisbane have been highly interested in him and that North have been interested in him. For him to not go anywhere at this point, I think he would be perfect on Brisbane. They were interested in him last year, but they had a lot on their plate with the Lockie Neal situation, a couple other things. This year, they are they're obviously the leader for Buddy. We all know this by now. They've offered Buddy much more than what Sydney have. Buddy has made it very clear he probably won't be coming back unless they match the offer. And then we know they've got Dan McStay leaving for $600K a year. He's going to Collingwood. That's 100% confirmed basically at this point. I think Jack Gunston 100% fulfills that Dan McStay role at Brisbane. And I definitely feel like the direction what Hawthorn are going for, Brisbane could get Jack Gunston for like pick 34, something like that, which would help the Hawks out quite a bit as well. That 34, you can always draft a really nice player still at that pick. And then again, 34 is not much value to Brisbane anyway. I think they get that done. But the Bruce one is weird. Yeah, you're right, because that GWS went hard for him last year. They didn't get him. That's just I think GWS have major salary issues all the time. But North have all the salary cap in the world. And I'm about to segue into Clarko in a second, but we know that when Clarko wants something, he usually makes it happen. And he's already expressed major interest in bringing in a ton of players in free agency. They're very interested in Darcy Gardner. A bunch of other players we'll get into in a second. But then Luke Brewster's that other one. Do you think he could get to North? Is that the team that if he was to go somewhere, he would get there?
Well, listen, North's definitely a chance. We already know Clarko is on a mission to get some of the players he had in his three-peat years, and just some of the plays from the old Hawthorn team. You can tell he's eager to try and get Bradley Hill. And that's just one other play he's eager to try and get. But yeah, listen, yes, he probably will be after Bruce. And if you see Bruce going to North, I reckon, God, that would be perfect for North. It just to be able to at least train some of the players as well. Like it'd be a big job for him to be able to actually show the North players just some composure and how to just for some of the players how to properly kick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think honestly that
Shout
would
out
be
Jaden
great.
Stevenson.
But yeah, no, I think that's a good chance of happening.
Yeah.
Through the wastelands, through the highways.